Online remote job task scams. Let's explore how this type of scam usually takes place. What are the red flags and what can be done to prevent you from falling victim to such a scam? The scam usually begins with being contacted by a recruitment agent or agency. This can happen out of the blue, without looking for any jobs at all. They tell you that they found your profile or CV on LinkedIn or got it from a job portal, but they can also contact you responding to an online form where you might have entered your details earlier. They can reach out to you on any social media platforms, such as WhatsApp, Telegram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, or via simple text message or cold call, etc. You can be even contacted by a family member or a friend whose account has been hacked and you're not aware of it. About the job opportunity, they say that it can be worked remotely, from wherever and whenever you want. It will sound like an unmissable, perfect opportunity for some extra income or even replacing your present job. Everybody hates their present job anyways, and who wouldn't want more money, especially if it only takes as little as 15 to 30 minutes a day, or maybe an hour at most. Let's talk about the job itself, what you would need to do. Task-based marketing job. Nothing difficult. Everybody can do it. All you need to do is to complete a set of tasks on a daily basis. The scammers like to say that one set includes somewhere between 24 to 40 tasks. Once you complete all the tasks for one set, you will then be able to withdraw your earnings. Most of the time you would need to complete the full set on the same day to be able to claim your rewards, to create a sense of urgency, but it can vary. They might say that you can only do a limited number of sets each day, and you would need to come back the next day to do more tasks. What are these tasks? You would be reviewing products or movies, videos, clips mostly. But they could come up with anything that you need to review within these tasks, such as any household items, places to eat, places to travel or stay, services, entertainment products, etc. It can be absolutely anything you can think of. For sure, they will have more ideas to be able to maintain their success rate. Where is the money in it for you? How will you be earning a salary from these tasks and reviews? Well, everything has value, regardless of what you will be told to review at that time. Your earnings or salary, however you like to call it, would be commission-based. You would be earning commission on every single item, product, service what you have reviewed. It is because whatever company or business they are claiming to represent, the client is allegedly paying for you to boost their sales, promote their products, enhance their review ratings, etc. You will be told at the beginning that you don't have to pay anything. However, the only problem is that soon after they will tell you that you do need to pay for these things, for every single one of them, before you can review them. Technically, you will buy all of them without receiving any of them, but if you challenge them, they will have their reason why you must pay. On the fake job portal, your balance will go into negative, and you must bring your balance back to positive. Of course, they will tell you that there is nothing to worry about because when you complete the full set of tasks, then you will be able to withdraw all your deposited funds, together with your commission you've earned. Rest assured, you will be facing several problems along the way. Every time you complete a task within the set, the next item will be a little bit more expensive or your balance will drop into the negative even more. So, each new task you will less likely be able to pay for. Please note that occasionally there will be special tasks, which will cost so much more. They will tell you how lucky you are as they are very rare to come by, and their commission rate is much higher. Remember that you cannot stop in the middle of the set as all tasks must be completed before you can take out your funds. So, you will be facing two major issues. The first issue is when you run out of funds, they will advise you to borrow money from your family or friends or even take out a loan, possibly multiple loans. They will even assist you with your loan application if needed. To make you believe in the scammers, you will be told that they will try to help you, and they will give or borrow you a smaller portion of the required amount. For example, if your balance is minus 5,000, they will tell you that they will give you 1,500, but you will have to find the remaining 3,500. Rest assured, if you manage to find that remaining amount, soon after you will have another even larger negative balance. So, this cycle will keep repeating itself until the negative balance will be so much that you will eventually give up as you will not be able to get enough money anymore. Unfortunately, the longer you manage to do these tasks, the more money you will put into the scam, wanting you to carry on paying even more money, hoping that you will be able to finish all the tasks, so that you will be able to withdraw all your monies you have paid into your new fake marketing job. However, the ugly truth is that you will never be able to get back your funds. Well, you will most certainly be able to withdraw a small amount, especially at the beginning of the scam, so that they can earn your trust, and you will believe that it is a real job opportunity. But this is part of their game. They are happy to give you back 50, 100, or maybe even more than that, depending on how valuable you appear to them, so that they can milk you much more. The second issue will come right after the first one, if you manage to fully complete a set of tasks. You will try to withdraw your funds as they promised to you. I'm not talking about your first couple of withdrawal attempts of a few £100 or whatever the currency would be. I'm talking about when you have managed to put in a significant amount already during the completion of the whole set. However, you will be told that you need to pay all kinds of fees, taxes, etc. First, they will tell you that you must pay 20% or whatever percent tax on your profit before you can withdraw it. You can try to argue and explain all you want to these scammers that you should only pay capital gain tax after you have received your earnings. They will be adamant that you must pay them first, promising that your funds will be automatically refunded after you pay that tax. They will even threaten you that they will report you to HMRC and they will take legal action against you. They will take you to court or you will go to jail. If you pay their tax, guess what? Then they will tell you to pay various other fees, one after the other, as it will never end. They can be called, for example, blockchain fee, validation fee, or whatever else fee you can think of. It doesn't really matter what those fees are called as none of them are legitimate. It's just another way to rob you even more. After that, if you are still not convinced that you are being scammed, they will tell you that your credit score dropped and you must pay whatever amount to fix it, or you will have to wait 3 to 6 months until it repairs itself. Rest assured, this is just another lie from these scammers. Or they will tell you that you must pay a certain amount into your fake job platform to prove that you have the funds. It doesn't even make any sense, but guess what? Many scam victims do believe the scammers that it is real, and they will get all their funds back once they make these payments. Flash news for you. No, they won't. Not a single penny, besides that little bait at the beginning. Usually, this type of job scam is designed to rip you off within a few days or a week. But in extreme circumstances, when the victims are just so blind and able to get enough money for a longer period, this scam can last even for months. If you are lucky, you will lose only a couple of hundred or 1,000 quid, but in extreme cases, the loss can amount to 300,000 or even more. Here's my question. Who really needs a job so desperately if able to come up with such an amount and donate it to the scammers? Okay, let's talk about the red flags and how you can avoid falling victims of this type of scam. The number one and the most important rule and red flag is that you do not ever need to pay for any job to be able to access your earnings. You do not ever need to invest a single penny in any jobs or companies or employers to be able to receive a salary from them. That would not be called a job, would it? At best, that would be called an investment, but think about it for a minute. Why on earth would you need to invest anything in any jobs at all? The scammers might try to brainwash you by telling you to think of it as an investment. No, that is wrong. Do not think of it as an investment. Think of it as a job, and as a job, you should not spend anything at all on your employer. In real life, it is the employer who should be paying for anything and provide the working environment. You are not supposed to be paying for a job, but the job must be paying for you, period. The second most important red flag is this. 99% of the time, these scammers would make you create a cryptocurrency wallet, and you would need to transfer all your funds into that cryptocurrency wallet, and from there further to the fake job portal. Guess what? In case you might not be aware of it, up to date, here in the UK, cryptocurrency is not regulated at all, and they are not accepted as a valid form of payment. Furthermore, as of now, here in the UK, there's not a single employer who is offering you a salary based on cryptocurrency. So, try to stop for a moment and think again. Why on earth would these scammers want you to transfer everything into a cryptocurrency wallet? Because it is so much harder to trace cryptocurrency, and you would not be able to go after these scammers at all. In this way, they can stay as anonymous as possible. Cryptocurrency is the perfect vehicle for money laundering and supporting financial crimes, in case you didn't know this. If any of the first two red flags are present, you can already be absolutely certain that you're being scammed. It is 100% sure, I promise you this. So, the third red flag is the job offer itself. Did you have a proper job interview at all, either in person or via video call? Not just an informal silly nonsense chit-chat, but a full-scale legitimate interview. It does not matter if there's an actual job offer given to you, which will most definitely use the name of a legitimate company or business. If that is the case, you must contact that company directly to verify if they are really offering such an online remote task-based marketing job. Do not be lazy and do not just believe whatever the scammers are lying to you. You will save your own time and your own money being wasted on these scammers. You can take my word for it. The fourth red flag is the promised income. They will tell you that you can work from anywhere and anytime you want. You'll be earning, let's say $600 per week for only 30 to 60 minutes of work daily. Then if that's not tempting enough, they also promise a $400 weekly bonus and even a $1,000 or even higher monthly bonus. If you do the math, that would be around $5,000 or more per month for working only 30 to 60 minutes per day. Really, does it sound realistic to you? It is time to wake up. If that kind of income was true, don't you think that pretty much everybody would be doing that instead of working like a slave in a factory for 12 hours or so? Remember what they are saying. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The fifth red flag is called screen sharing. There are certain applications and computer programs which can be downloaded to your computer or to your mobile device. The most common ones are called AnyDesk and TeamViewer, but there are many more. With the use of these applications, you can share your screen with anybody, and they will be able to see everything what you are doing on your device. They are also able to take control of your devices, even without your knowledge, especially Windows desktop computers and Android devices. Please note that if they might not ask you to use a screen sharing application, then most likely they would ask you to take screenshots of your device to show them, for example, your payment details, bank account details, confirmation of successful transactions you paid them. Again, do you think that any legitimate employer would be asking for anything like this? Absolutely not. The sixth red flag is the communication channel. No legitimate company, business, or even recruiter is going to message you out of the blue on WhatsApp or on any other social media platforms. Also, no legitimate job offers are being posted on any social media platforms. These are all of them 100% scams. You can straightaway block such messages, contacts, and posts to save you time, money, and headache. The seventh red flag, and a very important warning. If your money is in a bank account or in a cryptocurrency wallet which is under your own name, and you created it all alone, without the help of anybody, especially a complete stranger you know nothing about, and you didn't share your login credentials with a third party, that is fine. You should never share your login credentials with anybody at all. You should never send a copy of your personal identification documents to anybody at all if you're not 100% certain that they are legitimate. If you are told to transfer your money to somebody else's bank account, you can kiss goodbye to that money. The same applies to cryptocurrency wallets as well. If you are told to transfer your cryptocurrency into another account or wallet that you did not create yourself, you can kiss goodbye to that cryptocurrency as well. If you are given random crypto wallet addresses to transfer your own cryptocurrency from your own crypto wallets, you are being scammed, as you do not have access to any of those random, unknown crypto wallets. You do not know at all who is the owner of those crypto wallets, but I can tell you that it is not you. Just to clarify it, if these online job scammers give you a link to click on to set up a new password, that is not your own account. It never was and it never will be. It is just an illusion to make you believe that your new account is safe and nobody else has access to it. Unfortunately, that new account does not belong to you, and the scammers have full control over that account without you even knowing it. The eighth red flag is when you are being told by anybody what to tell your bank or tell you to lie to your bank. It might happen that any of these payments you make during this fake job opportunity, your bank might prevent the payment from going through, and they would try to contact you to discuss these payments. These scammers will tell you in advance that the bank might do this. They will brainwash you that the banks are the bad guys. They only stop these transactions because the banks don't want you to use cryptocurrency, as they cannot take their cut, and they are not making any profit if you are using cryptocurrency instead of a regular fiat currency such as pound or dollar. That is just another lie from the scammers trying to deceive you. Here is the thing. The banks call you not only because they have a duty of care, but because they are experts. They know so much more about you and your transactions that when they flag a transaction for further checks, they have a very good reason to believe that you are indeed being scammed. So, if your bank is ever reaching out to you, just be 100% honest with your answers to any of their questions. Think about it for a moment. Why would you need to lie to your bank about a supposed legitimate job? Why would you rather believe in a total stranger who you most likely just met online a few days ago than your own bank who is looking after your money? You clearly trusted the bank when you decided to open your bank account with them. So, do yourself a favor and don't stop trusting them now when they are about to save you from falling for a scam. Listen to them very carefully, as they are not trying to deny access to your funds, but they are working very hard trying to protect you. Based on the information you are willing to share with your own bank, they will be able to tell you honestly if you are being scammed or not. The ninth red flag is the source of your funds. You have absolutely no reason to take out any loans at all for a supposed legitimate job opportunity. So that is a red flag right away. Also, you are not allowed to use any loans for trading, high-risk investments, and most definitely not for purchasing any cryptocurrency at all. Why is that? Because a loan is not your money at all, but the bank's money, and it is clearly written in their terms and conditions that you cannot use their funds for any of the above-mentioned purposes. Even if these lovely scammers tell you that you will be able to repay your loan right after, as you will be able to withdraw your funds from the job when you complete all the tasks or pay all those falsified fees. Firstly, you will not be able to repay your loan because you will never be able to recover the funds you have wasted on your fake job opportunity. Secondly, you would be in breach of the bank's terms and conditions, so the bank would have the right to ask for their money back right away, not 3, 4, 5, or 6 years later, whatever the length of your term is supposed to be. As a matter of fact, why would you need to borrow money from anyone at all, when the purpose of a job is to earn money and not to spend money? Think about it. There you have it. I cannot be clearer than this. Don't allow you to be brainwashed by a too-good-to-be-true fake job opportunity. If you took your time to listen to all I had to say about the online task-based marketing job scams, and if you take my advice, then you will not fall victim to this type of scam. Look after yourselves. God bless you. Sharing is caring. Thank you. Like and subscribe.